What's good, y'all? It's Jay Coffee Talk. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. But what's good, everyone? Got an interesting topic to talk about with y'all today. I don't know if you guys caught, when Lord Jamar was recently on Vlad TV. I mean, I know he's been on there a million times, but I'm talking about, I think it's the most recent one. We got back into speaking on the Eminem beef because, M dissed him again, on his newest project, Music to be Murdered by, or murdered to, whatever. But listen, this is something I've covered on the channel. We've had some debates in the comment threads. It's got interesting, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what this channel is all about. We want to hear what the people got to say. Let's talk about this. But something I said, when it comes to this whole situation is I wanted to hear Lord Jamar drop a diss track. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, what's the holdup? You know what I mean? It is what it is. A lot of people feel different ways, but I want to see Lord Jamar put something on wax. It's something I've been saying, right? Well, they started talking about that. Him and Vlad in the conversation definitely got interesting. You know what I'm saying? Now, off the rip, something that, got brought up was, who would he want on the beat? Okay, like who would he want to produce the diss track? And Vlad was joking around and saying how producers don't want to get caught up in the mix. Or I'm sorry, Lord Jamar started saying that. And Vlad joked and was like, yeah, you couldn't get Dre. But as we know, the Dr. Dre, Eminem, Slim Shady relationship them two have. But Lord Jamar was like, man, honestly, that ain't even really an issue to me. I wouldn't even really, like Dre wouldn't be my first choice. I would like a Primo beat. Now I gotta say, DJ Premier is my favorite. Like with the beats, there's not a better producer in my opinion. I love a Primo beat. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on that one. Like, Premier is so dope, right? But what do y'all think? Because that's something else they discussed about how there's times where producers produced two artists beefing with each other, did beats for both of them. And that recently happened, I believe, with Eminem and MGK. But, do you think Primo would do a diss, like a diss track for Lord Jamar, going at M? Or do you think there could be some, like conflict of interest in there when it comes to, his relationship with Royce da 5'9", which we know is M's homie too? They got them Prhyme albums, which is some real dope hip hop as well, man. Tap in the comments and let me know what y'all think of them Prhyme albums. But I don't know, man. I mean, what do you guys think about that when it comes to the producers? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's hip hop, they're making the beats. I mean, I wonder if there's ever been a time where a producer just kind of like sold the beat off to someone and then they used it on a diss, and then the other person was like, yo man, why, you know what I mean? And it caused like a situation. But I mean, someone's got to make the beat on a diss track. I mean, unless the I know Lord Jamar does some production, so he could always do his own beat. But he says he wants Primo on the beat. He's like, yo, Premier, holler at me, you know what I mean? Get at me. But I want to, like, let's see if for real, if they're going to go at each other, you know what I'm saying? And we all are fans of hip hop and love hip hop, you know what I mean? And these two dudes don't like each other. Like, all Eminem has dropped is a couple bars here and there on a couple songs. Like, hey, why not go all the way in? You know what I mean? Keep it on wax. No violence or nothing like that. Like, let's hear what you guys can do on the mic at each other. Lord Jamar said he wasn't even really bothered by these M disses, like they didn't impress him. But ultimately beef makes for competitive music, you know what I mean? So I don't know, Lord Jamar says it's necessary for hip hop. There's been a lot of corny stuff coming out right now, and Primo doing the beat for him, that would be for the culture. Now, something else that got brought up was something that I had been thinking as well. What if Lord Jamar dissed Eminem and Nubian was on the track with him? He got the group together to go at M. A lot of people speak about when they beef with Eminem. MGK was kind of saying this, that Eminem closed doors for him, blackballed him, so to speak, because of, you know, the power he has through the industry, because of Jimmy Iovine and, you know, the Interscope machine backing him and everything like that. So, you know, Lord Jamar kind of touched on that on the Vlad interview as well, how saying there's other rappers or people in, you know, the hip hop world who have hit him up, like, you know, behind the scenes DMs and things of that nature, private conversations, like, yo, I'm messing with what you're doing here, yo. Like, I'm feeling that, you know, what you're saying about Eminem, but that they've expressed to him that they fear doing this out in the open because of that. So it's like, what do y'all think? Do you guys, you know, believe that Eminem really does have that kind of power, like, you know, to shut people down? Or, like, I don't know, like, what do y'all think about this? You know, is the Interscope machine that powerful? Are they pushing Eminem like that? Like, I don't know, you know, what do you think is the full extent of all this? But at the end of the day, you know, we're talking about M versus Lord Jamar. And, you know, I was excited to hear Lord Jamar talk about this, because that's what I've been saying, like, get on the mic, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe DJ Premier will rock with him. Maybe he'll produce his own track, but let's see a diss track. You know what I mean? Like, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. Everything I touched on, you know, would Primo get in the mix with his, you know, affiliation with Royce? You know, because even before the Prhyme album, during the time when M and Royce had fell off, I mean, Primo did beats for Royce way back, but I'm saying during that time when they had fell off, Primo was doing a lot of beats for Royce da 5'9". I think he had that one album that was called like Death is Certain or Hip Hop is Dead or something like that. And I want to say Primo did like majority of the album, you know what I mean? So he rocks with Royce da 5'9". And that's something that's kind of crazy too, is that during these beefs, you know, these times where these conversations have happened and stuff, it's almost like Lord Jamar was like, yo, I'm cool with Royce, but then Royce is like, yo, nah, I'm siding, like, I'm sticking up for M. Same thing with 50 Cent stepped in, you know, Lord Jamar initially was like, I ain't got no problem with you, but hey, if you want, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna rock with M, it is what it is. Kind of reminds me back during the Benzino feud. Benzino, you know, on his diss songs was basically saying like to 50 Cent, yo, get your money, do what you do. I ain't mad at you, you know what I'm saying, for rocking with M. But then, you know, he started dropping disses back at Benzino. So it's kind of like the same thing we see going on here with Lord Jamar. But I don't know, man. I wanted to tap in and talk about this with you guys. Like I said, it's all about hearing from the people on this channel. So let's get this conversation, this debate, this discussion going in the comments. Lord Jamar diss track maybe in the works, on the way. What do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching. It's Jay Coffee Talk. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. We talk music, sports, news, current events, life, and much more. Daily videos. So you got to hit that bell too so you can get notified when they drop. Catch you on the next video. Look forward to talking with you in the comments. I'm out of here. Peace.